took me back.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh my God.
Takes me back to
That's
Warped
like-
Tour.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Like that's, Attack and like all of those types of bands, just like it's just a nostalgia rush basically. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, the nostalgia it gave me, it's insane.
It's I like how they like it's almost a throwback at this point doing that style of sound. And it's kind of cool to see you, Space Cowboy, have been doing that for a while as more or less kind of a throwback act.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've definitely listened to some of their older stuff, like when they first started, but I couldn't like name a song off the top of my head. But this song in particular I heard recently, and I was just like, oh my God, that is so hard.
Yeah. I was looking at it, and it looks like If I Die First are another band that are kind of in the similar scenes of like a lot of the like sort of scene trap type of stuff. So we didn't hear quite as much of that, but like Lil Lotus and some other artists like that are doing the sort of like they're taking those sounds of like the early metalcore stuff and then like doing like trap stuff with it. And I think that that's kind of the space that If I Die First are kind of in.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm not very familiar with them, but that's just going off of like context clues with related artists and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of interesting.
You said Lil Lotus?
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if they were doing some vocals on that.
I don't know. I don't think so, because I don't think that he's part of that group. But
never mind.
but I think that they're kind of like they run in similar circles.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think that is a really exciting area of music for a lot of people who are into heavy music, who also like hip hop, because there's just so much interesting stuff that they're doing, blending the two genres that really hasn't been done recently. Like kind of it's almost going back to the early what would you call it, like nu metal type of stuff almost, but it's like instead of like heavy metal, it's like metalcore type of inspiration.
Yeah.
and instead of like more traditional hip hop, it's inspired by trap. But it's like a similar style. Kind of.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Really quick, I don't know if you ever listened to this group before. I Set My Friends on Fire.
I've heard of them, but I'm not very familiar with their catalog.
Okay, this song kind of reminds me of them, but I remember I Set My Friends on Fire had this like cover of Crank That by Soulja Boy. And you ought to check that out sometime. It's
Okay.
It's a pretty interesting song.
All right. So that was your tune that we just played here. So my next one, we've been sort of ramping up the heaviness. This is going to bring it back down a little bit. This band is called Mesh, and I found them on Bandcamp because they were like Bandcamp's album of the day or something like that. And so I was like, oh, I'll check that out, see if it's any good. And it's like, it's really good power pop. This is off of their self-titled EP called Mesh, that was released again last Friday on May 21st. This song is called CIA Mind Control.